far one of us is on. So tonight's topic, if you hadn't already seen it, going to find a situation around if you loved me, and you're going to want to write this down. If you loved me, you'd blank. So find a situation where you had the thought that if you loved me, or even said the statement to someone, if you loved me, you'd, for me, I'm working on one with my daughter, and I've got, if you loved me, you'd call me more often. That was the belief I had. Just checking to make sure nobody's said that they've had a hard time joining us. Okay. Do you all have your situation? Can you either enter in the chat or unmute yourself and let me know if you have your situation?
If you would love me, you would have confidence in me. You would have confidence in me.
Okay, so should have gone further than you. Are we losing people? We're down to 2 now. Okay. All right.
Okay.
So Preeta, that was you who just spoke, yes? So it's just you.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You're the only one. So good. Let's keep going.
Yeah, it's better one-on-one.
Okay. So with your situation in mind, and you have that thought, is it true that if they loved you, they would? It's a yes or no. Now for me,
Sharon, it's like at sometimes we feel if they had confidence in me, I mean, if they would love me, they would trust me 100%, completely.
Right. But
every situation.
Yes. So do you have one situation though in mind?
Yeah.
That something happened and it caused you to have that thought. We're just going to work on that one moment in time, because there's thousands of those moments, I'm sure, along the way, but we just to hold ourselves just to the one. Okay.
Yes.
So is it true, yes or no, that if they loved you, they'd whatever you wrote? Is it a yes or a no? Is it true?
I mean, at times it's true. I'm not saying 100%, but yeah, it's, in one situation it's there. If one situation is there, yeah, it's true.
Okay, I had yes as well. So if you loved me, you'd whatever you wrote. Can you absolutely for certain know that that's true? That if they love you, they whatever you wrote, it's a yes or no. Okay, are you 100% certain that's true?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me your topic again. If you loved me, what do you have? If you loved me, you'd what?
Trust me completely.
Trust you
in all situations.
Okay. Trust me completely. Okay. It'll be easy for me to facilitate you as we go through. Okay. So when you believe in that thought, how do you react? What happens when you believe that thought? Be in that one moment in time, just that one situation. And if it helps, close your eyes. How are you reacting in that moment? What's happening when you believe if you love me, you trust me completely?
I feel, I mean, somewhere I'm wrong. That's the reason the other person is not trusting me.
Well, you don't know because we're not in their head.
Yeah.
So you can't.
I'm thinking about myself. Something is wrong in me. That's the reason I'm seeing in that I'm there in this situation.
Okay. And what else happens when you believe that thought? How else do you react?
My chest tightens. It's like something is, I mean, I feel bad. My chest is tight. It's
Yeah.
very tight.
Scan your body again. You feel it any place else in your body?
No, it's in my chest.
Does it have any color or shape to it?
Yellow color,
Okay.
yellowish.
Okay. What can't you do in that moment, in that situation? What can't you do when you believe that thought? If you loved me, you'd trust me completely.
It's like I feel it. The situation is not in my hand. I can't do anything in this situation.
So do you feel powerless?
Yes. Yeah.
Do you feel powerless? Anything else?
I'm a victim. In that situation, I'm a victim.
So you're noticing you're in the victim role, right?
Yeah.
Mm. What obsessions or addictions arise when you believe that thought that if you love me, you trust me completely? Do you turn to food? Do you obsess about the situation over and over?
I start cleaning the house.
Okay, that's a good obsession.
I know. I like doing. I mean,
That's
I
a,
don't want to watch TV. I don't want to do anything. That is much worse. It's better to clean the house.
can I make you angry and you can come over here and do that? Huh.
I'm in Texas, so coming to East Coast, it will be a big
Oh,
thing.
that'd be hard. Okay. So in that same situation, you could take yourself back into that moment in time. What future or past images do you see when you believe that thought that if you loved me, you trust me completely? Past or future images that you see when you believe that thought?
I was too focused on the other person, not focused on myself. I mean, I was giving my power to somebody else, and I was taking my power. The chest pain is in me, the cleanliness I'm doing, everything I'm doing. The victim is me, but I'm giving power to the other person.
Yeah. Yeah. So you're treating them as superior to you, more powerful than you? Is that how you're
Yeah,
treating them when you believe that?
I'm
And
insecure. I feel I'm in. I mean, I'm not secure. I feel insecure.
okay. How else do you react? What else happens when you believe if you loved me, you'd trust me completely and you feel that's not happening?
I what I feel I'm not worthy. That's one thing. I'm not worthy. That's the reason I'm giving my power to other person by he should trust me. I want to earn his trust. That's the thing. And why I am trusting him, I don't know.
So you're treating yourself as worthless.
Yes.
Yeah. In what way has believing this thought served you? So there's another belief under this one that's keeping that unconsciously alive. Has it served to fulfill that belief you have about yourself that you're worthless or not worthy enough?
Yeah. Mm, yeah.
And whose business are you in mentally? When you have the thought, if you loved me, you'd trust me completely. Whose business are you in with
Mm.
that thought?
It's not my business. That's for sure.
So whose business are you in? Are you in his? Is it a he we're talking about?
No,
A female?
it's like I think so. It's my mother's
Okay.
business I'm in.
So who you're in your mother's business with this thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Out of your own, that's where the suffering starts the minute we get out of our own business. So you're in
yeah.
your mother's business when you have that thought.
Mm.
So how do
Thank you,
you,
Sharon. I never knew. Now, like we are talking, I got to understand this. Really, thank you so much.
the more we do this, the more we're able to see these things, right?
Yeah.
So how are you treating your mother when you believe that thought? Is she a friend or an enemy in that moment?
My friend is my mother. I mean, my mom is my friend, but my dad treats my mom that way.
But
So,
in that moment, though, how are you
yeah,
treating your mother? She's your friend, I get it. Are you treating her like she's a victim, like she's
yeah,
powerless?
yeah,
Okay. Isn't that interesting to notice that?
yeah, yeah,
Mom, you're powerless. You're a victim.
yeah. And I didn't know I'm thinking this way. It's just
We
now
don't.
I got to know.
Yeah, we don't because those thoughts are
Mm,
it's happening so fast in that moment and we've got so much running through our brain. But when you stop and you
mm,
slow down and you use this in a meditative way, now we really see in those seconds what we're thinking and believing, right?
mm,
Right.
mm.
So what past or future images do you see when you or do you experience when you believe this thought, if you love me, you trust me completely? What past or future images do you see?
I'm crying. I see myself. I'm crying
In the past or in the future?
in the past.
Okay. And what does
When that situation happened, that time I'm crying.
okay. And do you see any other past images that are similar to that it reminds you of? And it's okay if you don't, it's just a question.
It's a place I know which place it is. I was there. It's a tree, and I'm there, and I'm crying. That's It's in India. I was there around 15 years back.
So when you
So
believe in that situation, be there in that situation for a moment again, and you have this thought: if you love me, you trust me completely. What future images come to mind when you believe this thought? What does the future look like when you're believing this?
I'm all alone. No one is there with me. I'm all alone, and I'm crying. I mean, it's like I will be alone,
So
and
what's
no
the,
one is.
what's the worst
No,
thing if you were alone? What's the worst thing that could happen if you were alone?
I'm alone. Loneliness. No one is there for me.
And then what? No one's there for you. You're alone, and then what?
I'm not enough to protect myself.
So that's more of a thought going through your head. Usually, when we, not usually, let me rephrase that. So when I have the thought, I'm alone, and I ask myself, and then what? What else am I thinking around that? So I'm alone.
How will I survive?
Oh, I don't think I can survive. And then what? You don't think you can survive, and then what? Well, then I find a way to survive. I mean, so whatever comes up for you.
Eh,
But dealing with these unconscious fears, once we get them out into the open, the whole story
mm,
changes. It completely dissipates because we see what we're believing is not true. I'll be alone. I won't be able to survive. Okay, and then what?
yeah,
I'll die and be by myself. Well, you're going to die anyhow, and you're going to be by yourself anyhow. So that's a possibility. That's one scenario. Or I start looking for ways to help myself. I start looking for ways, and just looking at it from different perspectives. That's all. That's all. But you see where the mind wants to go immediately into that negative thread. I won't be able to survive. I'll be all alone. Poor me. Oh, poor me. Now I'm back in the victim mindset, right?
Yeah.
And we don't even know if it's true. Right now it's just a
Yeah.
study, right? Right.
Yeah.
We don't even know if it's true. So how do you live your life without that thought in that same situation? Without, you never had the thought, if you love me, you trust me completely. How are you living life without that thought?
I'm
In,
at peace. I'm at peace. I mean, he doesn't take care of me. He doesn't trust me. I'm at peace.
but
That's
that's a belief, isn't it? That
yeah. Yeah.
yeah, it's just your belief that he doesn't trust you or take
Yeah.
care of you. Maybe in his mind, that is the way he's taking care of you, or he does trust.
Yeah.
We don't know
Yeah.
that. Okay. So who or what are you in that same situation? Who are you or what are you without that thought? Be there as the observer and look at it again. Look at that person's. Were you face to face with each other? Were you in person, or was this over
Mm,
the phone? Was that person in the room with you?
no,
This
no
is your,
one.
this is your father doing it to your mother, correct? And
Yes.
and you're there and you have that thought. Okay, so
Yeah.
to go back, who and what are you without that thought? Look at your father's face and look at your mother's face in that moment. You could see them, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so go back and look at what they were wearing. Look at their faces. Look at your father's face when he's saying whatever he's saying to your mother, and look at your mother's face. Who are you without that thought? What are you without that thought? If you love me, you trust me completely.
I'm happy because I'm smiling.
Yeah. How's your,
Smiling.
how does your chest feel without that thought?
I feel lighter. I
Mm.
feel something is going. I mean, I feel light. I feel good. I'm at peace. I can say that. I can
Just
understand.
you're just observing. You're looking at two
Yeah.
people going na 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 na, right?
Yeah.
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 And you're in your own business in
Yeah.
that moment. And
Yeah.
not no story taking place. You're
Mm,
just watching what's
mm.
going on, right?
Yes. This is nice. This is really good. Many things I realized just now with talking with you. I realized many things I am taking from my childhood and it's coming till now.
That's the beauty of the work. All we're looking for is the
Yeah.
truth. And you're
Yeah.
seeing the truth as we go through this process. Okay, so let's move. Are you ready to move on?
Yes. Yes. Sure.
Okay, so let's look at it from different perspectives. So the initial statement is, if you loved me, you trust me completely.
Yes.
Let's turn it to the other. So the other is going to sound like, if if I loved you, I trust you completely.
Okay. If
All right.
I love.
If I loved you, I trust you completely. So now you're seeing your parents, you've had all these other thoughts and all these feelings you just talked about. So
Yes.
now looking at them, this is about your father in a sense. If I trusted you and mother, if I trusted you, if I loved you, I
Mm,
would trust you
okay.
completely.
Okay.
So think about that and find one example to support that. How's that true? If you love them, you trust them completely. And you can add the word when at the end. If I loved you, I trust you completely when. I see one if you're open to hearing it.
This is difficult for me. I'm not getting any thoughts. The first thought I
May I,
am not getting.
may I share one with you? What I
Yeah,
see?
sure.
Okay. So if I loved you, I trust you completely. When I stop making up stories about the scene I'm looking at, and if I loved you, I trust you completely. If I just stayed out of your business and let you run your lives the way you see fit. And you
Mm.
don't have to take those if they don't fit for you.
Yeah.
It's just what I'm seeing.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nice. What you told is correct. It's that's the thing I can. It's really good. I should stay in my business. I should not go in any other's business. But
And it's hard to do, I know, but you can but you can no buts. The more you do this, the more awareness, because the moment you start to suffer or feel off, bring it back to you. It's like, what am I believing about myself or this situation or that person? Whose business am I in? And if we're going to be in their business, okay, bring it back to me, because something about this situation is something about myself is being reflected back to me. So I see what it is I'm believing in that moment, because whatever I'm pointing the finger at them lives inside of me. So where have I acted that way? Where have I behaved that way? Where have I thought those things? Whatever I'm accusing the other person of doing, I've done it myself. So let me come back and do my own work on that.
okay,
Just pay attention to that going forward. So let's look at the other perspectives here before and then we can talk, because since there's nobody else on here.
okay,
All
okay,
right, so
sure.
another perspective, your original statement is, if you loved me, you trust me completely.
Mm.
So we've done the other. This is a bit tricky for the turnaround to the opposite. If you didn't love me, you trust me completely. That's the opposite. If you didn't trust me, you'd love me.
Mm.
I'm sorry. If you didn't love me, you trust me completely. How could that be true in that situation? See your parents. See if you can find it. If you didn't love me, you trust me completely. Now, is this statement about you, or is this what you're imagining your mother is thinking? Because you said this is
Mm.
between your mother and father.
Further, yeah.
So is this statement, if you loved me, you trust me completely, about you? Is someone not trusting you? Are you believing somebody doesn't trust you in that situation? Or are you imagining your mother thinking this?
My mother thinking that,
Okay, so we're
and
not,
it's coming in my situation.
okay, all right. So going forward, we just want to make the situation about you, because this is a bit tricky working it for somebody else, because we don't know what was in your mother's mind. She might have been
Mm.
going la 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 in her head,
Yeah.
right? Not even listening to him, not even thinking this. This is your thought.
Okay.
So let's go back to that turnaround, that different perspective. If you didn't love me, you trust me completely. How could that be true? That if someone doesn't love you, they trust you completely. If someone didn't love you, they trust you completely. How could that be true?
He, I have my friends are there. I mean, my friends are there.
Okay.
So they trust me.
But if okay, right. And so trust and love are two different things, yes?
Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Okay.
one has nothing to do with the other, really,
The,
right? Love
yeah.
to love someone doesn't doesn't mean you don't
Trust.
trust them, right?
Yeah.
And you can trust
Mm.
someone but not necessarily love them.
Yeah.
Yeah. So an example for that then, if you didn't love me, you trust me completely. I haven't given you any reason not to trust me. That's one
Yeah.
example. I haven't given
Okay.
you any reason not to trust me.
Trust me. Yeah.
The love and trust are two separate things. So
Sharon, can I? It's just a. I just got a thought now.
yeah,
Maybe it's my thinking. He's not trusting me. It
Yes.
can be just my thinking. His
Yes.
business was he doesn't want to say something because it might hurt me or anything. ABC, there can be 100 reasons,
Yes.
but
It is your
it's not.
thinking. It is
Yeah,
all your thinking. That's
yeah,
all this is our thoughts create the beliefs that create the emotions
okay,
every single time.
okay,
And so now what you're doing through the work process is you are finding the answers that are within. And you know, in
yeah,
meditation, they say getting still enough, all the answers are within. That's what Patrick says all the time, right?
yeah, yeah,
And so we're just bringing the answers up now. We're just looking for the truth. That's all. So
yeah.
the final perspective here is if you loved me, you trust me completely. So now we're going to turn it to ourselves. If I loved me, I trust me completely.
Yeah.
Can you find an example of if you loved yourself, you trust yourself completely?
It's difficult. I mean, at times,
Just sit with
98% I can trust myself. 1% I can doubt on myself also.
We're
It's
just talking about in that situation, in that moment in time, if I loved myself, I trust me completely. So, how could that be true in that situation? If I really loved myself, I trust myself completely. What's an example for that? If I loved myself, I trust myself completely. I trust that I know what's best for me. I trust that I do have all the answers, the right answers, the calming answers, the peaceful
so,
answers.
yeah.
So if I loved myself, I trust completely in myself because I do have all the answers for me. I know what's best for me. I know what I like best. I know how to support myself. I know what it looks like to love me. I have it all. I have it all. It's nothing outside of me. That belief is simply not true. Can you see that now?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It makes sense now. It really it changed what how the situation was. Now it's like I see it in a different perspective.
Yeah. You were literally rewriting the past by
Yeah.
showing the truth of it, showing that what we were believing was a lie and the opposite is the truth.
Yes. Mm.
And we have no
I
clue,
was.
no clue what your mother was thinking. Like I said, she could be
Yeah.
going la, 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 inside of her head,
Mm,
just looking at
mm,
it, listening, waiting for him to finish. For all we know, she could have had a mental picture going, wah, 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 wah,
mm.
wah. She's probably used to it, so she found her way of dealing with it, right?
Mm,
But
yeah.
your young mind is making that projection, created that whole story.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that situation happened once, maybe, or twice, but you have played it 1,000 times in your head. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've kept it alive. It's already
Yeah.
finished so far in the past, right?
Yeah.
Fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah. Sharon, I have a question.
Yeah.
Uh, I'm a people pleaser. Very, and once in the group you have told if we have done the parent pleasing, we are a people pleaser. How to overcome that?
So for me, because I was a huge people pleaser, and it came from childhood, and it was a mechanism of survival. If I tiptoed around and I was quiet and I was a good little girl, my mother wasn't going to beat the shit out of me. You know, I mean, my mother was brutal, and so I learned to please her, try to please her. It was impossible, but in the child mind, you this is how you show
Mm,
up. And then you keep doing it because it's become such a habit. So you do it for your teachers. Maybe you bring the apple, maybe you clean the blackboard, something, you know, you become teacher's pet. And then with your friends, you're always doing the nice things. So it's become the habit. But you have to look under. So what I discovered, a couple of things. I am whoever you say I am. I'll always be whoever you say I am. And you'll always be whoever I say you are. It doesn't matter what you do in life, you'll still be whoever I say you are. So once I understood that fully, that helped. That really was a big undoing for me. I thought, yeah, it doesn't matter what I do. I cannot please that person. Only they can open up and be receptive. They can either love what I do or hate what I do. I have no control over it, though, no matter what I try and do. And so understanding that really almost immediately stopped me from the people pleasing behavior. Also, along with that, why do I want to do this? Well, I think you're going to love me. I think you're going to, I'm looking for my underlying beliefs. So in my mother's case, it was, I think you're going to think I'm a good little girl. You're going to love me more or love me at all. Um, you're not going to punish me. You're going to see that I never deserve to be spanked. Whatever the underlying beliefs. Now there's 3 more worksheets for me to do right there, because I have all those beliefs going on. If I do stuff that's going to please you, and the truth is, I have no idea what's going to please my mother or anybody else. Yet I keep trying because I'm still looking for love, approval, and appreciation outside of myself from these other people. Give me the pat on the back because I did the job well. I loaned you the book, or I bought you the book. Please think I'm a wonderful person. That part's unconscious. I'm giving this to you because I want your approval. I want you to like me. I want you to love me. It's so deep and unconscious. We can't see it for what it is. So the next time you're about to do something that you recognize as people pleasing, just stop and ask yourself, what am I believing is going to happen if I give that person the book? Do I think they're going to like me more? Am I doing it for their approval, for their like, for their love? And understand it's not yours to take, it's theirs to give. And so just like yours is not for someone to take, it's up to you whether you want to love or like somebody. So in just the clear knowing of that helps to stop that behavior. And when you figure out, do you have the one belief at a time sheet? When you go out to the Work with Sharon, at the very top, when you click on the Work with Sharon words, it's going to open another window. It'll take you out to Google Docs. And I've got one belief at a time. I've got how to do the work, the little book, and a full Judge Your Neighbor packet. The one belief at a time. So you go to do something that's people-pleasing behavior. You stop before you do it. You sit and get quiet. You figure out what you were just believing. If I do this, then what is it I want from them? Appreciation, approval, love, whatever it is. And then you do just what we did tonight with that one belief. That situation, I was about to give the book to, or whatever it is, to so-and-so, and they would like me. That's the belief. Is it true? Can I 100% know if I give them that book, they're going to love me, like me, whatever it is, or think highly of me, respect me, whatever it is. And then you work it through, because you can do all of this on your own. How do I react? What happens when I'm believing that? I'll get a little hopeful. I get excited. I feel ashamed. You start really noticing what's going on there. I feel pathetic. I'm treating them like they're greater than I am, that their opinion of me matters more than my opinion of me. You start to really get in touch with that. Who cares what they think of you? It only matters. You only have to approve of yourself. That's all. Nobody else can do that like you can. Once we start to approve of ourselves, like ourselves, love ourselves fully, all that external need and want and desire goes away. You may still, because it's a strong habit, once in a while still catch yourself doing it, but you'll be able to stop before you actually do it. And you'll be able to say, what was my motive? What was my motive for wanting to do that? And it's so freeing when you do the process on it of the work. Man, I was going to give them that because I really wanted them to like me. I don't even know if they don't, that must mean I'm thinking they don't like me. Have I ever asked them, do you like me or not? No. Have I ever asked them, do you approve of me or not? No, we wouldn't necessarily run up. But if we could be brave enough and honest enough, if I'm going to give you that book because I think you're going to approve of me or like me, I can come up and say, Preeta, do you like me? Might be a bit weird, right? But Preeta, do you like me or do you dislike me? It puts you on the spot a little bit. but I've never asked you. I've just had this underlying thought that you don't like me, but if I give you this book, you're going to like me all of a sudden. I don't even know if it's true, right? So, but here I've got an underlying story, underlying beliefs. Let me ask that person. You know, Katie gives an example one time with her and her husband, and she said, if my husband comes up and says, do you want to have sex? She says, I don't know, touch me and let's find out. You know, I mean, it's brutal and simple honesty, though, right? But we
Yeah,
hold stuff back because we're so afraid, oh, they might not like me anymore. They might,
yeah,
think this and
yeah,
so getting honest and being unafraid to ask the answer. If I ask that question, what's going to happen? What am I afraid? They're not going to like me anymore? That's their business. It's not my business. I can't force somebody. Does that make sense? Did that answer your question?
yeah, yeah,
Okay.
yeah. It's you. You tell so easily these things. It's we can't think of these things really. At least I can't think of these things.
The more you do this, the more, so we was saying, the more you do the work will start working you. Because when you do this over and over, just like meditating, you can do it longer and longer and longer, the more you do the practice, right? It's the same with this work. The more you do this, if you do a worksheet every single day, and on any topic that's causing you to suffer, could be from a long time ago, could be from yesterday, and you just do this and you start to get more in touch with what's going on. To me, question number 3 is one of the most important pieces because it allows me to get in touch with what I'm thinking, believing, feeling. How am I treating myself? How am I treating them? What do I get from holding on to this? I get to stay the victim. I get to make them wrong and me right, whatever it is, but getting in touch with that. And then when you get to looking at it from the other perspectives, you see every single time it's me doing it to me. It's not my mother, my father, my friend, my husband. It's me and all that thinking that I've got going on that's caused me to suffer. And then it becomes funny because you can't blame anybody else anymore.
Yes.
It's like, no, you didn't make me feel that way. I made me feel that way, right? I mean, you had that whole story going about your mother. You don't even know
Yeah.
she was thinking that.
Yeah.
And you've been suffering all this time thinking that, right?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it is funny, isn't it? Right? It's
It's
like,
funny now.
look at the craziness I've done to myself all this long time.
Yeah. Now I'm
Beautiful.
laughing in that situation.
Right. It's beautiful. Every time finding the
Yeah.
truth is beautiful.
Mm.
Yes?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Lovely. Any other questions?
No, I'm good now. No,
Okay.
I'm enjoying this. I really am enjoying this now.
Good. I'm so happy for you. Thank you for showing up tonight. This is
Yeah.
self-care. You literally are taking care of yourself and you're getting freer and freer every time you show up to do this. So thank you so much for that.
Thank you, Sharon. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. I'll see you next week, okay?
Yeah, sure.
All
Okay.
right.
Bye.
Bye
Bye.
now. Bye.
Thank you.